Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. This is a FAF beta game with Keyser and Koiskix on Loki. First land from Keyser. See what he does with his second factory. Before we get into the game, 2v2 WWPC is coming back courtesy of FTX Commando. So there's an under 2600 ranking. It's under 2600, under 3400, and over 3400, I believe, are the brackets. Could be slightly off on that, but there's actually no team signed up for under 2600, so go sign up for that and get a free avatar. In under 3400, there's a couple teams. There's several teams in over 3400, and I'm gonna be casting as many of those games as I can, I think. So go sign up for 2v2 WWPC. Win some avatars, especially if you're low rated. It's a good way to find some playing partners, get some games regular. So the 2v2 WPC is going to be on constantly. It's going to be a constant thing, so the brackets will play out over 2 weeks, and then a winner will emerge in some sort of best of 3 or 5 final or something like that. And then you are the champion for that week, and then you have to retain the title or challenge again. So if you can't find the time this week, keep it in mind for future weeks. And especially for the lower rate guys, definitely go sign up, and if only a couple of you sign up, you're gonna get a free avatar. It's pretty nice. Always looks nice to have an avatar in Aeolus. So into the game, 2 minutes have passed. Geezer's going third air. He's got those attack moving engineers stuck in the trees. He has a whole bunch of manual reclaim. People still manually reclaim. I don't think it's good at all, to be honest. Just gonna miss a lot of it. Wow, Koiskix doesn't miss any of it. Holy shit. Well, just a few pebbles. Yeah, I wouldn't be arse clicking all that. I don't think it's worth it. But if you got another bender to do, I guess. So we have a second air and a bomber versus Keyser's third air. So now we're going to see why people don't often go second air bomber on maps like this anymore, because people have, well, they really exploit the reclaim on maps like this, so they can get build orders where the interceptor from the third air factory comes out very quickly. Also, the bomber is a bit more expensive, builds a bit slower than it used to, but actually Keyser has lost both these engineers here. No dodging, hasn't actually reacted yet. Now we have the bomber coming into the base, it's getting targeted, and it goes down. But killing these two engineers, I think it's totally worth it. Very, very good kills. See Keyser's situation. Nice eco balance. So he has not made the crucial mistake of over relying on this reclaim and the hydrocarbon. So his power is fine. It's definitely slowing him down though. Pretty good bomber. Looks like Keyser's gonna get to here, get the reclaim, maybe even could even get a PD up at this stage because he has protection. His engineer's well on the way. So even if you have some protection, your engineer can definitely get sniped by one, or there's two tanks there, certainly can get sniped. Needs to pay attention to take out this tank, just trying to run around the building, and the engineer, yeah, unfortunate. Keys are getting rusty, see, because he's not playing ladder, even though he has absurdly high rating. He obviously doesn't want to lose it, so he's not playing ladder, so he's getting a bit sloppy. Some unnecessary engineer deaths, but he has a much higher score right now than Koiskix. You might have noticed Koiskix was suffering for power earlier, had a bit of a stall, and perhaps is not. Oh, fast T2 air from Keyser. Okay, so it has been spotted because it's the original air factory was upgraded. If Keyser had built a second air factory, Koiskix would not know about T2 air right now. But that would cost him an extra factory. So Koiskix engineer reaches the base, and yeah, I hate that. That's why Keyser builds the wall on the reclaim, because there's a tree underneath that rock that you sometimes click on, and the engineer then doesn't get the reclaim, just reclaims the tree. We have a lot of T1 factories, and we have another air factory coming up, and T2 land is on the way. So I presume he added that air factory because he knows he has spotted this T2 air. I would guess anyway. The classic engineers coming to, or tanks coming to kill. Keyser's expanding engineers, so very, very common tactic. And we have a comm drop to the top expansion, and he's delighted because there's even reclaim for him to take. And this expansion is his now. He has a T2 commander. So yes, we have the extra air factory now being assisted. Koiskix making a good decision, knows that air is a problem, so build more inties. So Keyser doesn't have many. Oh, he's built a factory and is now leaving. Didn't even wait to build the mexes. I think he probably should build the mexes because, excuse me, his commander can build them so quickly. You can see T1 mechs, 1 second. Yeah, you should definitely build them. Takes like 13 seconds for an engineer to build them. So, but he had lots of mass, so you know. Oh, his T2 transport being attacked by some T1 land. Still, it's fine. He takes his map control now, and also has 2 more T2 transports to use his T1 land, and he's going to drop in this location. Drop reinforcements to here. He already has PD to defend and slow down his opponent. So, you know, stylish French play. If you ever watched Lujan or Luxi or Lushi or however you pronounce his name, he would always be just spamming drops everywhere. So mostly a Seraphim player. Keys are bringing it back. So he has all of his map control, taking some damage at the bottom. He has 2 T2 mexes, 2 almost complete in his main base. Koiskix, meanwhile, behind on economy, has 2 and has 1 halfway, and the other one is not upgraded. He's lost. Oh, he's dropping engineers on top of tanks. It's a bad plan. Unless you can drop right next to them and reclaim the tanks instantly. But Keyser is quite aware he will not really allow you to reclaim him. And a lot of T1 land making it all the way to the base, but the commander arrives on the scene courtesy of his trusty Starlifter. And he's gonna kill all that and get the reclaim. Significant reclaim in this area, and also inside his base, and he's averted most damage. That's a T2 PGen on the front. That's definitely a target that Koiskix should aim for and exploit, because Well, it's just an easy target, very, very far forward. Could be killed very quickly. Some RT drop here, even a 2-1 RT drop would probably lead to the death of that pigeon. Nice RT. Haha, and the camera actually helped because he didn't know that PD was there. And so he has his new target. That's brilliant. I love that. It's so rare that that camera does anything for anyone, but it worked this time. We have those T2 tanks are actually in the base now. This guy has 7 kills. This one also has 7 kills. 2 vets and 3 vets. This thing has 390 HP. And these chunky UAF NGs just survive. This is finally retaken, but he lost the Hydra and the Mexes for a long time. There's some reclaim as compensation, but that does not satisfy Koiskix. Oh, that name is so hard to say. So yes, we have T2 Mex on the front now in this location. TMD going up here with this T2 commander. TML for Keyser. So with the T2, he can make the TML very quickly. So we saw ACU TML in a previous cast. It's quite expensive. It's 1500 mass and about 50k power. So the power ratio, you know, is pretty standard for commander upgrades. It's like about, what is the ratio? I'm not sure. Not good with that stuff. But basically similar to the gun upgrade or T2, which costs about half the TML upgrades. But with the TML upgrade, you also have to make the missiles. And I think they're the same as normal TML or tactical missiles. Normal TMs. That doesn't sound right. So a lot of, well, not a lot, quite a bit of T2 land now. Almost no T1 land left over. He used it all in attacks, and we have pretty good mix. We have some flax around to try and defend versus these gunships. We have quite a lot of pillars on Keyser's side. Now, this is a very important air fight, and Koiskix might want to avoid it. He's not looking, and Keyser's coming in behind him. Now he turns. That's a pretty good recovery from Koiskix. You can see how air micro kind of works. Looks like Koiskix getting the better of this. Very well done. That's actually, yeah, pretty good micro. And he wins. I don't know if he had more there. It looked pretty even. But I guess he did have more. But he has so much left over that... I'm not sure. Maybe Keyser had damaged interceptors as well. But I think Koiskix micro is quite nice. You can see all of these pretty much are damaged. Air staging would be great. Basically double the strength of this this Air Force quite cheaply. A lot of T1 PD here, and there's also, oh, we have MMLs. These pillars are not going to get past the ACU. The ACU TML is finished, you can see, but Keyser has to defend with his ACU because he has all these T2 Maxes and no army whatsoever. We have no T2 land. He's completely skipped T3 land. I do have to remember or remind you that this is FAF beta, so you can see Percy with a lot less health than usual. And so it's strange to skip T2 land, especially as a UEF versus UEF. The PDs are notwithstanding these pillars, you can see they can actually shoot past the walls relatively well, and when there's this many, they have so much health to shoot through. And this base is wiped. Now, it was only T1 mexes, and he does leave reclaim, so I think if Keyser immediately takes this back and gets the pillar reclaim, it's actually going to be okay for him, but there's so many pillars, and a lot more coming, about the same number, reinforcing towards the top that are already there. Yeah, we have 22. 22 all moving to the top, it seems. 12 already there, plenty of flak support. Even gunships now, because Koiskix has won that nice airfight. He also has, you can see, quite a lot of engineers. Attack move into the middle of where the fight was. You can see that all these wrecks, these 40 mass wrecks from the interceptors. Interceptors cost 50 mass, and they don't basically get overkilled. They don't get overkilled by other interceptors. So you get the 80 or 81% mass return in terms of reclaim. Koiskix, seeing that Keyser has T3, he's going T3 himself. The gunships are working on the Percys. Again, they have less health, so they're gonna die faster to these gunships than normal. The T2PD, well, it's alone, and there's MMLs, and there's a lot of pillars in range, and this base looks in huge trouble. Now the formation is pretty bad for Koiskix, and he's also running the MMLs in. You should probably use them against the PDs. Sometimes the MMLs hit the walls, which is not so good, but he's just sprinting in and taking a lot of damage, but he has so many pillars that he just has a massive amount of HP to tank all this damage. So many pillars go down, but a lot more survive, and all these T2 mexes are dead. And now that he's run past the PDs, the MMLs will take them out. See, they're doing quite well, not hitting the walls or anything. And this base is dead. This base is dead. He's now dropping engineers. Very nice move. All these engineers took all the reclaim from the air fight, and Keyser looks in trouble now. The T3 land. Oh, the pillars are dropped directly in the middle of an army. This is very, very bad for them, and they're now overkilling pillars. Well, he actually 2 shots went versus the same pillar. And now one of the Percys goes down, the flaks are dead. And another Percy goes down. Or does it? There it goes. And it doesn't count as being in the water, because its gun was above, so it actually leaves all the reclaim. And where is the TML issue? Here he is. What if we killed with the TML? Well, we have 2 TMD up here in the front. We have TMD in this location since a very long time. That's definitely died to TML. See, shot past here. We have a T2 engineer going to build some TMD now. And the air looks slightly, well, maybe slightly better for Keyser. Hard to say. Now, with a lot of these being injured, or quite a few of them, maybe that'll make the difference. But I think Koiskix still has a few more. We have a lot of Percivals being dropped to the top, so although he's taking a lot of damage, he has a lot of Percys right now. Keyser does, and see, they just absolutely annihilate this army now. Did a lot of damage from out of range. Once they ran in range, there's too few of them anyway, and they get destroyed. You can see the pillars get one shot by Percivals in regular balance and in beta, and that makes some Percys extremely good versus pillars. And this whole army is dead. Now the gunships are here, and there's no flak, so we'll have to see some reaction. We have Geezer on a transport again. He's gonna use his commander as the engineer to reclaim this, all of this stuff, reclaim the mexes. Also, dropping engineers. You can target transports with gunships, so you have to be careful flying towards gunships with transports. But the gunships are taken out now. Storage T2 mechs is here. T2 mechs is here, probably wants to storage them as well. Maybe get some more Percy production. We have 4 support factories. So now he's stalling heavily because of the gun upgrade, I'm pretty sure. He may be stalling anyway. We have the T3P gen up. We have T2 mechs in the base. How many Percys do we have? We have 6. There was one over here that got killed. It was trying to support the army here, but all the pillars have been killed. And that's actually very bad. He had so many pillars and they're all dead now. So we have 16 Percys. So Keyser with a much stronger army now. And a lot of reclaim. So Koiskix maybe wasted those pillars. Perhaps he shouldn't have left them in this location. But Keyser did a very good job using the transports to get a lot of Percy reinforcements. And if he hadn't suicided the first Percys by accidentally dropping in the middle of the pillar army, it would have been even better for him. So he has a very strong army now, Keyser does, but he is behind on eco. But this reclaim is going to help him a huge amount to get back into it. Another support factory going up here. I can't help but think maybe Koiskix is making too much eco, or well, sorry, too many support factories. He has paused his production now. Oh. Commander under attack. Is he going for the ACU? I think he may have been. I'm not sure what happened there with the transport. Uh-oh. Koiskix overcharging. He needs more storage though. He has the shield upgrade as well as T2 and gun. Now he needs to make another storage so he can overcharge and do more damage. He has added another storage, and I think with 2 he should be able to kill the Percivals in one hit. Oh, 3 Percys dropped into his bottom expansion with a lot of economy. And the mexes are dying. And he has a lot of mass in the bank. He now turns back on his Percy production, seeing that he has 5k mass in the bank. Maybe a T3 mex in the base would be better, a bit safer. A lot of scouting going on over here. You can see that there's something here, likely the commander, but maybe a Percival under the water, although it's unlikely to have a Percy there. And now he's trying to use the same stylish French tactics, dropping in the middle of 5 Percivals with a shield ACU. He takes a lot of hits, and those hits, it seems like those hits went on the shield. He's trying to overcharge what he can. He doesn't have much overflow because he's spending so much mass at the minute. Now that he stalls mass, he gets a lot of power income. He's overcharging a lot of Percys. He has 2 of his own coming towards him. And these Percys are dying. A lot of damage being taken from overcharge. And they're all dead, and they left a lot of reclaim for him. And now he's going to try and retake these mexes, get the reclaim. He's going to have a lot of mass very soon, because he's going to get the Percy Rex and also his dead T2 mexes. Well, they have been overkilled slightly. And he has a lot of Percys on the top. 19 Percys now. How many does Keyser have? He's lost a lot. Well, he has only two that aren't in transports. In transports, he has. I don't even want to count how many that is. It's definitely like it must be like 15 or 20 in these transports, and torpedo bomber and gunships and scouts are heading towards the ACU. And he is spotted. The shield does not look like it's up. It's still coming back online, I think. Hasn't come back yet. He's at 12k, and there's a lot of Percys in these transports. One transport goes down, two, a third transport, a fourth. Four of the five transports go down, killing 12 Percivals. Or maybe 11 Percivals and a flak. Now Koiskix does lose air, but that is a magnificent trade. Geezer loses so many of his Percys just to some interceptors. Koiskix now instantly making anti-air. Maybe he should just be going into the water. And he's under attack now from gunships. This Percy gets overcharged. His shield is about to come back online. And there it is now. You can see the shield taking damage instead of his 10k HP ACU. And he's heading to the water. He has an entire army of Percivals that have killed the top side and now are going to move through the water and down towards Geezer's base. Still not quite under. There he is now. And it's going to be very difficult to build any anti-air because, well, there's Percys are going to shoot anything he tries to build. He comes out of the water and overcharges a Percy. I think he should stay under. There's torpedo bombers coming. There's Percy drops coming still. Black's being made out of this T3 support factory. AC is trying to build a shield. I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, his Percys have stopped. They should be walking to the base. He needs to just hide under the water. He's got another vet level from overcharging all of these Percivals. And now Keezer's commander is coming over to try and finish the job, as he says so lucky in the chat. What's happening? Koiskix, why are you dying? No. No. He didn't, did he? I think he may have forgotten about the... One more shot and he's dead. Oh no. I think he forgot about these Percys, or they were dropped in. And Keezer almost died in the comm explosion of Koiskix. Oh no. There's a lot of torpedo bombers. I guess they would have killed him if he was under the water. But damn, that sucks. He was winning the drops. OC still able to do a lot of work, and that shield upgrade also. And Keezer somehow gets the kill. Just all in sniping. And eventually the Percys took him down. I was very unlucky. Koiskix should have survived that and won the game from there. But he didn't. Keezer got the kill. And that is it. Keezer had so many T3 mexes in his base. I think he's over-ecoing. But yeah, pity we didn't see any Titans. But there you go. People have to learn. It takes a while to change the gameplay. So thanks for watching. Join the 2v2 WWPC and I'll see you next time.